Hi and welcome to another Windsor Cake Academy tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you the correct way to use Windsor Clickstix. There are millions of videos on YouTube and on paid tutorials as well for Clickstix, and not many of them are right. So I'm just going to show you two ways which you can use them and explain a little bit about all the parts involved. Okay, the first thing I'm going to tell you about Clickstix, when you open the packet you'll notice that they're two-sided. So the front side is the side that has the cutting edge on, and the other side is what you'll use to eject your letters or shapes. So this is spring-loaded. Now I've seen loads and loads of tutorials where people say take the back off them. To me that just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. The back is there to make it easy to eject your letters. If you're taking the back off, there's no point having Clickstix. You could use any old letter cutters. This is what, the ejector is what makes it so easy to use. Okay, so I've just got a little bit of sugar paste that I've added a small amount of Tylo powder to, just to strengthen it a little. You can use flour paste, but it's not really necessary. You can just use sugar paste with the Tylo, and that'll be plenty strong enough. And you just want to roll it as thin as you possibly can. I like to have a bit of icing sugar or corn flour on both sides while I'm doing this as well. So really nice and thin. And then I like to just cut it into strips, just so it's a little easier to manage. I'm not working with a lot at all at one go. And then I'll just make sure I'm as thin as I can be. Okay, now this is our lowercase groovy lettering, and the first way to do it that I'm going to show you is just by pushing your cutting edge down. Now when you do it this way up, you want to make sure you're just holding the edges, never pushing in the middle. So you hold the edges, give it a little wiggle, and then you can pick that up. You can see your letters are cut perfectly. All you do is push this backing now and eject your letters. Nice and easy. There's a T and a U there. Just quickly show you again. I'll do a W for you. But a little wiggle, just holding the edges, not pressing on the front at all, and that comes straight out, and there we go to eject it. All I'm doing is pressing this backing and they pop straight out. That is such a time saver. Right, the second way, which is my preferred way, you can't go wrong doing it this way. It is foolproof, absolutely foolproof. And I just lay my paste, cutting edge facing up, lay my paste across, and just give it a little roll with the pin. Make sure it's completely cut where it should be. Remove the excess, and once again you can just turn it over and eject that letter. Just show you again quickly. Cutting edge up, paste on top, give it a little roll, making sure that all the edges are cut, remove the excess, and just pop that out. So easy. So it's not just letters that we do in the Clickstix, it's also shapes, flowers, we've got shoes and boots, handbags, bows, daisies, blossoms, all sorts of bits and pieces that we do. But I'm going to show you now, I'll just roll all this back together, how to do, if you had one of these cutters and you wanted to do a few all in one go. I'll just quickly show you how to do that. So I just make a bit of a sausage and then roll it into a long shape. A little bit more icing sugar. Really nice and thin. Another roll that way. Okay, and that's ready to use. and I'll use the bow cutter. So I'll show you this one face down. So all I'm doing is pressing, holding the edges and never pressing the top, just holding the edges and making sure that I give it a good wiggle, and they should all pop out in one go. All those bows cut in one. Remove the excess, and all I do is push down on the backing and they all eject. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bows in one go in just a few seconds. You can still do that the other way up. I'll show you again with a different cutter. A bit of a sausage. Roll it till it's nice and long. Really thin. And I'll show you the daisy cutter. So I'll do it this time with the cutting edge up. And I'll just place my sugar paste on top and use my rolling pin back and forward, and I'll just give that a little rub up and down, making sure that all of the edges are cut where they should be. Remove the excess. Oh, I've lost one there, but I've got the majority. Just turn that the right way up and pop them all out. Oh, one more. So easy as that. I've shown you here the different styles of writing that they come in. There's a couple of different sizes and different fonts and all the different shapes that you can get. But the main object is, if you're using them correctly, you shouldn't get any indentations in your letters. Either your paste is too thick or you've been pushing down on the ejector while you've been cutting them. So that's something to bear in mind. If you're using them correctly, you shouldn't have any indentations. As you can see on this one here, I have a few little indentations. I just left my paste a little too thick. That shouldn't happen at all. It should all be nice and smooth. Okay, so I just told you that the object is not to leave any indentations when you're using the Clikstix, but there are a couple of exceptions to this. There are a few Clikstix which come with a veining part on the ejector, and it's totally up to you whether you use that or not. And the butterfly set is one that does have a veiner, so I'm just going to show you how to use that. So the same way that you do anything is cut the shape and then just give a little press on the back. Pull those out and it'll either stay down but it'll still be removable, or you can just pop it out, and that's your butterfly with the veiner. But again, it works in the exact same way as the rest. If you don't want the veins, all you do is cut it out as usual without touching the top piece. Pull it out, remove the excess, and then you can just pop those out again. Perfect. So I hope that answers all your questions about Clikstix, and it's a little easier to understand how to use them now. Thanks very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel.